Sometimes your life becomes in full circle without even you realizing it. Sometimes your parents' dreams end up becoming a reality through your life. See, when I was a little girl, I noticed some things about my childhood, how we would go to the farm and how my parents would somehow know how to do certain country things that didn't make sense to me, like having chickens come to our house on a family vacation to the mountains. These little reminiscences of countryness always stayed with me. But I remember my dad saying, oh, one day when I get older, I would love to have a small house on the highway with land and peace and quiet, with some chickens, some cows, so I can remind myself of home. And I'm thinking, what home is this that he's talking about? Because believe it or not, I never went back home. The home that my parents are talking about is a small village in Ethiopia. 40 years ago, everybody knew everybody in that village, and they're known for living off the land. But this is country, poor folks. I'm talking about actually having to, feed yourself with your livestock. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I saw a video of my grandma one day, and I said, did she live in a hut? Yeah, it looked like a hut, and it was dusty inside, and it looked like it was made out of mud, and there was straw, and I just couldn't believe that that's where I came from. And now, 35 years later, my dad smiles when he sees those cows, when he knows that I married a man who has a small piece of that living that he dreamed about. And so you never know how your life is going to turn out. Sometimes your parents' dreams end up becoming your reality, even if it's not something you ever thought that you wanted or wanted to enjoy. These cows, honestly, they don't mean nothing to me. Living out in the country, that means nothing to me. But it's legacy for my husband. It reminds him of his home. It reminds him of his family. And most importantly, it reminds him of his dad, the memories that he had. See, that's all we have in this life at the end of the day, is our memories. When my dad sees these cows, he's reminded of his childhood. He remembers his life, his memories. When my husband sees these cows, he remembers the time that he spent with his dad out there. He remembers the time that he spent with his cousins. And so, maybe one day, we'll be living out there. But it's not about me. Sometimes it's about the legacy.